Chair now recognizes Mr. Webster for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you doing this committee. Thank you all for your testimony. It was very helpful. Rear Admiral Barata, is the service keeping up with the regulation of new autonomous vessels and activities, do you think, in your opinion?
Congressman, there's a lot of technology that's coming out there. We think right now we're keeping pace with it based on the developments that are happening internationally and domestically. We think that as time goes forward, we agree with GAO that there will need to be more data that's brought in determining how we're going to regulate these, what constitutes a vessel, how we're going to separate the maritime users in the ports right now and keep everybody safe and secure as we try to make sure that the system runs as it's designed.
Under Force Design 2028, the Coast Guard created a Robotics and Autonomous Systems Program Executive Office. What is the Coast Guard's intent on this office, and how will it help advance the Coast Guard's use of unmanned systems?
So again, directly in line with the National Academy of Sciences report, we envision the RAS-PO to be the one-stop shop, the ultimate person responsible for autonomous and robotics systems. So. And what you'll see is that we've gone to this model for our ships, our planes, our C5I as well. And what this gives us is it consolidates many of the different divisions that we had previously for counter-UAS, for aircraft systems, for surface systems, and puts all those under one heading. But even more than that, they're responsible for developing the training, the technology, acquiring, accounting for obsolescence as these systems get old. And also doing things like creating the robotics mission specialist, which is our new rate to help field these out in the field.
How will it integrate with the already existing program of Blue Technology Center for Expertise?
They're going to be closely aligned. We've set up a futures development and initiatives directorate with a rapid prototype office that oversees the R&D Center. It oversees our folks at DIU. It oversees our folks at the Blue Technology Center of Expertise. And this RAS-PO is responsible for reaching out to the Blue Technology Center of Expertise, who is our way in to talk to the academia, the industry, new technology. And their job is to field all that, be aware of everything that's going on, and then actually rapidly bring that to the operator. I think for those of you who've been with the Coast Guard for a long time, you would be shocked to see how quickly we are acquiring, fielding, and starting to develop and integrate our systems.
Rear Admiral Thomas, how's the Coast Guard improving cyber security to protect ports and key national infrastructure from growing cyber threats?
Congressman, the Coast Guard Cyber Command is laser focused on protecting our ports and critical infrastructure from growing cyber threats. As you know, sir, the threats are real. We face a broad spectrum of threats from both nation states to lone ransomware actors, and we have to operate and understand those threats and stay dynamic. We are sending teams out into ports around the country, Coast Guard cyber protection teams that are highly trained. They work closely with our captains of the port, and they operate on the .com domain with private sector entities. They will do what's called a threat hunt mission or an assessment mission. They will identify vulnerabilities. They will try to penetrate networks. They will emulate the activities of one of our adversaries. And then we will take those findings and we will provide a bespoke report to that entity so that they can mitigate those findings and improve their cybersecurity posture. The benefit to us is we aggregate all of that information. we anonymize it, and we share it with the entire industry so that everybody learns.
I'm out of time, so I'll yield back to you.
Gentleman yields.